So how is you?
Okay. I is okay.
Okay, finally a city girl. Apa ni, I baru tengok Wikipedia ni. So,
Ah,
tengok tengok balik. Oh, sekarang I dah ada macam mesin dah boleh tengok Google sana
oh
sini.
ya,
So,
Terrell ah.
bila I type Adibah Noor, dia tulis Malaysian singer. I tak puas hati.
Okay.
I tak puas hati. You should be more than that.
Kenapa?
Kan?
Don't trust everything you read on Wikipedia.
Betul lah, itu yang patutnya kita belajar.
Wikipedia tu pun I tak tahu siapa yang buat.
Ah, pelbagai orang kan boleh masuk kan.
Wikipedia tu I tak tahu siapa yang buat. Okay tak?
Ah. So bila cakap pasal Adibah Noor ni, bila dia tulis Malaysian singer kat
Hmm.
situ, I berhadapan dengan cikgu English ni,
Hmm.
I takut sekejap nak cakap singer, sekejap nak cakap singer. So Adibah Noor is not just
Singer.
yeah, singer. Adibah Noor is not just a Malaysian singer, but she is also, tak tahu mana satu dulu an actress, singer, MC, master of ceremony, a comedian, pelbagai-bagai lagi lah, and not to forget
I think
an English teacher
professionally.
for ministers.
No.
Betul. So
No.
I've got two questions here for our opening
Okay.
for today. Satu, who are you really?
Okay.
Nombor satu. Nombor dua,
Who
is
am I?
bagus ke untuk menjadi satu orang yang pelbagai? Okay, silalah jawab mana dulu yang you rasa
Wow.
lebih utama ataupun kurang utama.
Okay. Assalamualaikum, Ed.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Thank you for having me on your show. Ada ke orang tengok ni tah lah. Okay, first and foremost, my name is Adibah Noor binti Muhammad Umar. Ramai orang ingat Noor tu nama bapa I, sebenarnya tak.
That's your name.
So Noor is actually me. Selalunya orang letak Noor dulu kan. Tak tahu macam mana my parents letak I punya Noor kemudian. So maybe that's why cahaya tu lambat sikit nak datang kat I. So Adibah Noor, bapa saya adalah Muhammad Umar. Okay. Born and bred in Kuala Lumpur, walaupun ramai orang sama ada ingat I orang Johor ataupun orang Perak. Okay, Johor tu I tak tahu macam mana datangnya. Maybe perempuan-perempuan, wanita-wanita Johor ni dia macam berani kot. So maybe that's why they think only Johorians ladies have something like what I do kot, vocal lah, apalah kan. Okay. No, I'm not from Johor. Dan orang ada juga ingat I ni orang Perak. My parents were from Perak. Bapa I dari Ipoh, mak I daripada Copenhagen. So when they got married, they moved to Kuala Lumpur to start a family lah, to start a life. So all my siblings pun memang lahir dan dibesarkan di Kuala Lumpur. Okay, that is the basic one. Who am I? What do I do professionally? In order of mana yang dulu lah I'm a qualified English language teacher. I studied in UK. Sebab bila orang tanya I, kat mana you buat you punya TESOL? I macam segan nak bagi tahu. I only do it locally. No, bukan segan. I'm proud that I did it locally. Tapi macam selalunya orang dapat degree TESOL ni, sorry rumah tepi jalan tau, so it's quite noisy. Selalunya orang buat degree TESOL ni from UK. So I selalu jawab UK. UKM je. That's what happened after school. School was from standard 1 to form 5, convent Bukit Nanas. Just across the street from you lah, Setan John.
Berani you cakap Setan John
So bayangkan 11 years of my life was in that school. So mungkin percampuran dan juga culture di sekolah seperti CBN tu dia macam lain sikit. So maybe that was where girls, well, most of CBN girls got their training to be vocal, to be berani untuk menyuarakan pendapat. So we were trained that way, I suppose. Sorry motor kuat dah tepi jalan So yeah, girls were asked to really compete with each other and not tidak mengambil apa-apa kisah pasal latar belakang agama, kepercayaan dan sebagainya. So that's my ground training. After that, I did my TESOL mula-mula di PPP/ITM, and then we went to University Kebangsaan Malaysia. After graduation, I taught English for 2 years. 2 tahun je I tahan.
Kat mana?
And somewhere along the way, masa saya jadi cikgu tahun 1994, namanya dah kan? You dah lahir ke 1994?
Baru lagi.
Baru lahir.
Bukanlah baru sangat, masih main cowboy and Indian juga.
So in my early 20s, masa tu masih mengajar, I have found the love of karaoke. So sebelum ni zaman kanak-kanak memang saya suka menyanyi as a hobby. It's just as an escapism. Dekat sekolah pun adalah juga masuk choir, talent time and all that, tapi tak adalah meletup ke apa ke. I'm not known masa dekat Combo Bukit Nanas tu. I wasn't one of those girls yang jenis-jenis famous tu kan. Tak ada kita.
Not mean enough
No. And then
mean girls dia dapat jadi famous.
Yeah, that's right. Well, not the glamorous type lah. Lepas tu bila dah karaoke setiap hari selepas sekolah, saya mengajar di waktu pagi tingkatan 3, 4 dan 5. Saya akan stay back and then I'll wait for 4 o'clock when the karaoke lounge is open. Masa tu kan karaoke lounge dia kecil je. Hotel tu pun dah tak ada dah. Hotel tu was NPC Hotel which changed name to Singgasana Hotel belakang PJ Hilton.
Okay.
So dia ada satu lounge kecil where you have to just take your seat and then you request lagu dekat DJ. So when it's your turn, you have to go in front of everybody and sing through that small TV in the front. So dekat situlah saya berkawan dengan professionals. Dia kadang-kadang ada lecturers, ada salesmen, ada businessmen yang suka lepak kat situ. So derang ni lah yang sebenarnya bertanggungjawab untuk push me forward in terms of cuba nasib dalam bidang nyanyian. So ada seorang ni nama dia Ricky. Ricky ni dia sangat-sangat bangga berkawan dengan saya sampai dia akan bawa saya ke tempat-tempat karaoke yang lain untuk tayang tau. Kawan aku nyanyi sedap. Macam tu lah lebih kurang. Tak manalah Ricky tu sekarang. So nak pendekkan cerita, mereka ni bila saya menyanyi, when it was my turn, diorang akan record I punya singing, and these are the tapes yang my friends, my karaoke kakis yang pergi hantar masuk competition lah, itulah inilah. So adalah several competitions, singing competitions yang I masuk because they wanted me to. And akhir sekali ialah Suara 90-an Nescafe which happened in 1994. Nak pendekkan cerita lagi, saya menang competition tu. So bermula daripada situlah, then you start getting all these phone calls asking, would you be interested to nyanyi untuk iklan? Would you be interested to sing for shows and all that? So yang membuatkan saya masuk ke bidang pengiklanan ialah Islah. Did you know Islahuddin? Islah apa ke? I forgot his father's name. But Islah, he used to have a production house. Yang itu yang membuka ruang untuk saya masuk ke bidang commercials. Yang letak saya di atas pentas untuk perform ialah Puan Sri Tiara Jacquelina.
Oh dia?
Dia masa tu ada when she was married with Arwahani Mohsin, they had this group called the Kit Kat Club. The Kit Kat Club provides variety shows for corporate events, corporate dinners. So dalam variety package Kit Kat Club tu ada comedy, ada dance, ada singing. So she offered me, would you like to sing with us? So she was the one lah yang mula-mula letak saya di atas pentas events. So bermula daripada situ juga, daripada commercial tu, menyanyi dan buat voice overs for iklan, saya mulalah dipanggil oleh studio-studio lain juga. Banyaklah studio-studio production commercial. Buat voice overs and singing for jingles. Dan di situlah saya berjumpa dengan Allahyarham Yasmin Ahmad.
Right.
So pada suatu hari bila dia dah tengok, dia tu suka study karakter orang tau. So pada suatu hari
Leo Burnett masa tu
Yes, she was with Leo Burnett. So we've met several times before she popped the question. Pada suatu hari dia tanya, kau nak tak berlakon dalam iklan aku? Masa tu dia memang dah famous gila dengan iklan-iklan dia. So kita buat macam konon-konon tak terkejut lah kan, macam
dah biasa.
You know. Padahal dalam hati ni macam I thought you never asked kan. I just treated it as if it doesn't matter much to me. Padahal ya Allah, finally she asked kan. So I casually tanya dia balik, kau ingat aku boleh berlakon ke? And I will always remember what she said after that. She said, if you don't try, you will never know. Maka bermulalah kemunculan saya di dalam iklan-iklan di bawah arahan Yasmin Ahmad. Bermula dengan masa tu it was Football World Cup punya campaign for TV3, and there were several there were 3 commercials rasanya yang I bagi laki I makan bola dengan sambal. If you
okay, yeah.
Dan setelah itu there was a huge campaign for TV3 untuk promote dia punya shows. So iaitu yang you jumpa yang The Crocodile Hunter. Lepas tu I ada buat soap opera Brazil. There's a series of commercials from there. Dan daripada situ mulalah producers lain panggil berlakon untuk drama, untuk filem dan sebagainya. So professionally I am an English language teacher and then a singer, lepas tu berlakon. Dan bila kita dah biasa dengan pentas events yang tadi telah dibuka laluan oleh Puan Sri Tiara Jacqueline tu, maka saya berjinak-jinak dengan hosting pula. So hosting is the last one lah. Itulah ceritanya untuk jawab soalan yang pertama tadi.
Wah, soalan pertama tu. Dan soalan kedua
soalan yang kedua apa lupa.
Is that a good thing ke? Terlalu versatile ataupun you sepatutnya better being a specialist? I don't know. I have no opinion. This is your opinion.
Yeah. It depends on what you want lah kan. So kalau you tanya I masa kecil-kecil kan, kita setiap akhir tahun kita akan isi this form, nama, cita-cita kan. Sebenarnya apa yang saya isi dalam borang tu masa sekolah rendah tu, I don't even know what I want to be. But towards remaja, umur teenage years, I've always told myself saya nak jadi orang yang boleh buat macam-macam.
Macam-macam tu apa pada masa tu?
I dah kecapi cita-cita. Macam-macam tu lebih menjurus kepada komunikasi. Tapi saya tak pasti komunikasi macam mana, but I pictured myself communicating with a lot of people. So I think I love an audience. That's what I had in mind. So alhamdulillah, dah tua ni rupanya itu jadi pekerjaan saya, memang meletakkan diri saya sama ada di hadapan lensa kamera yang ditonton oleh beribu-ribu manusia ataupun di atas pentas juga ditonton oleh ramai orang. So in short, I dah capai cita-cita lah kot.
Dari mula you berhadapan dengan kamera dan ramai orang you rasa comfortable ke ataupun you got to get used to it after a while? You only get used to it after a while.
Alhamdulillah, I worked with the best. So the first person yang letak I di hadapan lensa kamera itu adalah the best person, Yasmin Ahmad. So my benchmark is that
Already
high
high,
when
yeah.
it comes to experience kan. Dan dia bekerja dengan beliau tak susah pun sebab dia biarkan kita jadi diri kita. So kalau di sekolah saya memang dah suka masuk talent time, buat show kalau ada concert every year, participate in theatre lah, drama lah dekat sekolah. So I love that feeling. Mungkin disebabkan itu saya tak berapa rasa kekok apabila diletakkan di hadapan lensa kamera tu. So everything was quite easy sebenarnya sebab the direction tu tak adalah susah mana. Tahulah. Macam
Separuh orang,
Alhamdulillah, it wasn't hard.
separuh orang dia appeared to be seorang yang extrovert because dia berhadapan kamera, dia suka di hadapan ramai. Tetapi sebenarnya dia introvert.
Yeah.
Ada banyak orang macam tu tau. Dia sebenarnya introvert. Dia introvert extrovert. You macam mana?
Yeah, introvert yang
memang
sebenarnya
extrovert ataupun introvert macam mana agaknya?
Me,
Yeah.
I think I'm an introvert extrovert.
Introvert juga Kenapa
I like to keep a low key, low profile kind of thing. Entahlah, kalau you nampak, I manalah ada sangat nak buat TikTok setiap jam ke apa kan. Saya tidak, I'm not hungry for
Attention.
millions of followers. I'm not hungry for tengok laku ni aku buat. Setengah orang tu dia every single moment dia pacakkan kamera kat situ, buat live lah and all that. I don't seem to be keen in doing that. Maybe because macam ni lah Ed, disebabkan kita dah berada di khalayak ramai, pekerjaan kita adalah menghiburkan manusia. Ada dua benda je yang saya pegang as a private thing for me. And sometimes I tell this to young artists juga. Jangan expose semua benda, especially your home and your family. So these two things I memang, with my family pun I cakap, masa dengan arwah mak I dulu pun cakap, mak kalau ada orang telefon nak interview pasal orang ke cakap tak payah. So those two things. Hello Ed, can you hear me?
Dengar.
Okay, because your picture is not moving.
Oh.
So these two things are really, really private, and home and family. So that's why you don't see me having people coming to my house, agak-agak gambar. Kadang-kadang kan macam-macam magazine nak cari ruang yang selesa di mana Adibah Noor relax dalam rumah, rumah penuh dengan kucing je. So there's nothing yang sepatutnya I paparkan ke khalayak ramai. So maybe that is why I'm introvert extrovert. I'm an extrovert when I need to be, tapi selebihnya I would rather keep it to myself. Tak payahlah expose everything, because at the end of the day, you nak jaga diri you tau.
Yeah. Are you comfortable being alone as much you're comfortable being with people, or you much more comfortable being with people?
You know what? I am quite my friends pernah cakap ke I ni orang yang unexpected. I have mood swings, which is absolutely fine and completely understandable. Ini masa lebih muda lah, now that I'm in my 50s. Tuanya!
In my 50s, macam dah 50 sangat je. Sabarlah dulu.
Now that I dah masuk 5 siri, I am more calm lah. Kalau masa muda dulu memang fickle-minded sikit. Kejap mood okay, kejap mood tak okay. And to answer that question, sometimes I am comfortable with people, tapi you will not find me in, you know how award shows, macam dulu kita ada AIM, kita ada anugerah juara lagu kan. You know how after AIM dia selalu ada after party?
Yeah.
I'm never there.
Why?
I akan balik. Because I cannot handle it. I just don't want to handle people, I suppose. So entahlah, dia
Yeah,
rasa
faham.
macam I tak boleh nak pretend lagi dah. I mean, di waktu duration of the awards show, kita dah, hello, yes, semua kan, yay! So that pretense is over for me. So after party pun kita nak put on that mask again for the sake of what? So I'd rather go home. So you won't find me in after parties. Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah. I'm like that.
Yeah.
I bet you pun tak suka kan, Ed?
Yeah. I got a feeling.
But you know how these after parties, most of the artists have gone home and they will give their pass to their PAs lah, their PAs friends and all that. So you really don't know who you're dealing with. Kadang-kadang I wish sometimes people, orang kenal kita, fine, that's absolutely fine. But I wish they would come to you and say, hi Kak Adibah, my name is Ahmad, can I have a picture with you?
But
you know, ini tidak. Kadang-kadang Kak Adibah, gambar. You know, I wish people would just introduce themselves just for the sake of, you know, courtesy. You really don't know who you're meeting at these after parties. I pernah pergi sekali lah, the first time I attended AIM. Kita pun nak carilah artis-artis pujaan kita sebab kita budak baru masa tu kan. Mana Ziana Zain, mana Anwar Zain, where are they? And then suddenly you hear people saying, oh, they've gone back, and it's, is that the game? Yeah, that's like that. So can I handle people? Am I comfortable? Sometimes kena tengok hari lah. Ada hari I akan keluar and I will psych myself. Okay, hari ni nak pergi KLCC. I am going to make eye contact. I will allow people to come near me. Tapi kalau ada hari yang kita memang just want to have me time kan, I'm just going to go in there. I'm just going to grab whatever it is that I want. I'm going to go home. So itu sebab kadang-kadang orang cakap, I ni sombong pun. But I'm totally approachable if you're not rude. Kan? Oh yeah, I'm just another person. I'm a human being. So
agaknya you look too familiar. Orang rasa macam orang terlupa yang sebenarnya diorang tak kenal you sangat.
Yeah.
Dan diorang tengok you macam seolah-olah satu kawan yang lama kot yang dah lama tak jumpa.
Perhaps so, yes, but I always project myself as this bubbly person, and then kalau main watak pun watak yang motherly. Dah sampai tahap I jadi mother. Hari tu kan I dapat watak jadi nenek tau. Kenapa aku tak pernah jadi heroine?
Jadi nenek.
Dah jadi nenek, baru habis shooting this drama series. I'm a granny in there, tapi I make sure that I'm an awesome granny lah, bukan that typical granny yang pakai serekup kepala kain batik tu tak. Yeah, so yeah, maybe that's why orang ingat, she's cool kan, she's ni, but sometimes people forget that when you approach me, you forget that you are a stranger to me. I may not be a stranger to you, but sometimes people lupa yang derang tu stranger to me. So takkanlah I akan benarkan mereka tiba-tiba, Kak Adibah comel yang tiba-tiba nak pisik pipi kita. Hello.
Pipi memang tak
are you touching me? Tak boleh lah. Elok juga sebenarnya endemic ni. So nobody can touch you.
And pakai mask sana sini Sebenarnya yang paling you enjoy jadi apa? I mean menyanyi ke, berlakon, apa yang tak tahu jadi
singing is always the first one lah. The joy of my life is singing. Itu dah memang my escapism dari kecil. I balik sekolah pun I berangan, I menyanyi kat konsert. Dia berangan dengan cita-cita ni lain tau Ed. It has always been a berangan. I tak ada bercita-cita nak jadi penyanyi profesional pun, tak. Benda ni semua kebetulan. And I quit teaching. Orang ingat I resign as a teacher sebab I nak jadi artis. artis, no. Selepas saya mengajar, saya masuk bidang pengiklanan as a copywriter. I went into corporate as an in-house translator. Sebab saya rasa tak puas hati, kita punya degree tu memang kita terikat lah with contract and this and that, so you have to teach. Tapi ada di antara kawan-kawan saya yang sama-sama mengaji dengan saya, dia orang dapat masuk bidang yang lain, dia orang dapat masuk public relations, dia orang dapat masuk human resources with a TESOL degree. So I'm like, here I am in a staff room yang tak cukup space untuk cikgu pagi and cikgu petang. Dia bukan macam staff room kita kat sekolah dulu tau. Staff room kat CBN dulu, every teacher had her cubicle. Yang ni tak, you share
sekolah
a common
private ke
room
sekolah kerajaan?
Sekolah Gomen, sekolah menengah Taman Datuk Harun. Common room, bila cikgu pagi dah habis, belah, cikgu petang pula ambil your space. So I was in that situation. Lepas tu I rasa jaki lah. Dia bukan dengki, but I'm quite envious of my friends yang dapat kerja office. Masa tu lah kan, masa muda kan kita bayangkan dapat jadi executive in an air-conditioned room or hall or whatever, and they have their own desk, and I was envious of that, and that was why I quit and tried something else.
Itu
bukan untuk jadi artis tau.
Do you like writing? Do you write a lot? Do you do writing?
I don't. I'm not really a writer, tapi saya cuba tulis lirik. Malunya cakap dengan liris. Tapi lagu-lagu yang I nyanyi lah, I cubalah, but not much of a lyricist. Tapi baru-baru ni ada terdetik di hati saya untuk mencuba sesuatu yang baharu, iaitu menulis buku kanak-kanak.
Menulis buku kanak-kanak?
Sebab I have this thing on my YouTube channel yang mana sebab anak-anak kita dah jarang sekali nak baca a physical book, kan? So I was there reading a book, reading it aloud, so that maybe there is an interest there somewhere from people watching. Tapi daripada situ juga tercetus idea, what if I were to write a children's story? So this is the first time I'm telling it to you, to the public who's watching. I actually have a book done with all the drawings and everything completed. I'm just going to have to work on nak pilih paper yang macam mana, nak pilih hardcover ke tidak ke, just a matter of printing and selling it.
What is it about?
You know how I love animals, and I live with 33 cats. So it's going to be about persahabatan. It's going to be about friendship, and I'm using animals as my main cast lah kiranya. I hope laku lah buku tu.
Bagaimana idea tu datang? Siapa illustrator? One person or group of people?
Illustrator dia just one person. Nama dia John Tam, and we were colleagues when I was doing advertising. Masa tu kita bekerja sama dalam satu company pengiklanan. Dia memang visualizer, illustrator, so company tu pun dah bungkus, and he's also a freelance. So I thought, hey, why not ask a friend to do it? And he has drawn beautiful stuff in my book. Woohoo!
Okay, sorry, I punya battery.
Battery kau low.
Tak charge dia tu. Sekejap, terpaksa tukar.
Apa dah? Take your time. Nakkah I punya?
Aduh. Ini pula jadinya.
Multi camera macam kat dulu.
Itu lah tu. dia ada sebab-sebabnya. Okay, nanti jap. Kamera yang pakai sekarang ni dia wide angle. So I punya
Oh.
pintu belakang sana tu tadi I nak tutup
Ha.
langsir, the whole langsir runtuh. So dia melopong,
Allah.
jadi wide angle tu alamak. So terpaksa tukar satu kamera. Ni kamera ni pula alamak. Dia tak mau charge
Tak
pula.
apalah. It's okay.
Hmm.
Okay, but
Yang tadi cakap pasal idea tu,
yeah.
apa yang mendorong idea
Idea
tu?
tu, I konon-konon masa orang tak boleh syuting lah apa, konon-kononnya tengok orang buat YouTube channel, kita pun nak buat YouTube channel konon-konon kan. So I thought, why not buat one part was English language where kita demo common mistakes that are made by Malaysians in their everyday conversations. Yang tu tajuknya Say What? Dan yang kedua ialah Jom Baca Bersama Aunty Dip or Let's Read with Aunty Dip. So I was gathering these books from Karangcraft. Masa tu I had an appointment in Karangcraft for something else. And then I went into the library and tengok, syok lah buku-buku kanak-kanak tu. So from Jom Membaca with Aunty Dip tu, saya tengok cerita-cerita dia agak simple, very simply written. And I thought I try to do something like that. So dekat situ lah tercetusnya idea nak try tulis. Dan cerita yang pertama ni memang berkisarkan persahabatan dan juga salah sangka. Dia adalah tragedi dia sikit-sikit. Tapi dia tak adalah panjang. Berapa page je buku budak-budak kan. Buku kanak-kanak.
I ada cita-cita juga nak menulis buku kanak-kanak. Tapi bila I start sharing children's stories to my kids, semua my stories are not really suitable for children.
Kau dark sangat kot.
Betul lah. Jadi lupakan lah tu. Buat untuk orang tua tu lagi senang.
Why not? I'll buy your book.
Okay, kita Yasmin Ahmad
Okay.
You boleh belajar dengan dia pasal filem, pasal art, pasal business lah. Do you learn anything kemanusiaan ke daripada dia? For like a better word, spiritual lah.
Kemanusiaan. Yeah, that a lot of that actually that's going on in her stories and in her everyday dealings with human beings. Sebab dia selalu cakap yang dia bukan seorang pengarah filem. She doesn't know anything about directing a film. So itu sebab pada awalnya ramai orang criticize the way she was putting the camera lah, the way whatever lah. I don't know those things, but she has always told people that she's a storyteller dan kisah-kisah masyarakat, perhubungan sesama manusia adalah sangat-sangat dekat di hati dia. So we all learned a lot from that. So and in her dealings bila dekat dalam set tu pun dia tak adalah macam, hey aku pengarah, kau kena letak aku dekat satu pedestal kan. No. Dia akan lepak, bercangkung dekat situ, buat lawak dengan kita orang semua. So it was very humane. It's not your typical director duduk dalam satu camp lain kind of thing. She's always been around us. And everybody feels like a family. At the end of her film, memang susah nak berpisah. So you see a lot of tears, which I don't want to be a part of. Usually my scenes dah habis, I akan balik. Because I know that's going to happen and I am very bad at goodbye. So saya tak nak melalui emosi itu. So I asingkan diri and balik. So yeah, kemasyarakatan, especially kemasyarakatan. Incident di Taman Medan, there was a clash between the Malays and Indians dekat situ pun, itu sangat-sangat membuatkan dia memang terkesan sangat. So she did this thing for Petronas, I rasa. And the star of that commercial was Rosie Rashid. Dia ada perhubungan di antara family, sahabat yang terdiri daripada seorang perempuan Melayu, seorang wanita India. They grow up and then they grew apart. And that one, kalau you tengok, memang you will always cry watching that because it's so genuine, it's so pure. And I remember that particular commercial, dia guna Common Bukit Nanas punya padang yang dekat chapel tu. And I was the one who did the humming in that commercial. And I was the one who pointed out to Yasmin Ahmad, bangunan AIA yang tinggi kat belakang chapel tu tak ada tahu masa dulu. So they got rid of that building. AIA building yang sekarang tu kan. So that particular footage was supposed to be before, yelah masa budak-budak tu kecil. So it was black and white. So I said, if this was the case, that AIA building is not behind there. So they got rid of that. Intel was from me.
AIA tu
Yeah. Your picture is not moving.
Okay.
I can hear you, but your picture is not moving.
Alah, hai.
Or is it my connection?
Probably it's yours. AIA punya tangga tu, how frequent were you back then naik turun tangga tu?
Sebenarnya Common Bukit Nanas, dia ada dekat belakang tu, there is an access to go down to Jalan Ampang. So I frequented that one more than the AIA staircase. Sebab yang tu will go down where the bus sekolah is, and then all you need to do is just cross over to, kan dulu ada apa? Biman Air ke apa, Bangladesh Air punya building across the road tu. Bus stop is to wait for the bus untuk balik ke Keramat. So I frequented that staircase more than the AIA staircase. Gua bukan geng AIA staircase lah. Gua budak baik.
Okay, sebenarnya perkataan yang lebih tepat sekali, gua bukan geng cendol. Uncle Cendol kat depan AIA tu yang the real landmark menunjukkan siapa you kat situ.
Saya tidak bersosial di situ. Do you remember dekat tangga AIA tu dulu ada ANW?
Ya, setahun sekali je kita boleh masuk. Kita bukan orang kaya.
Betul. Yelah, kita mana ada duit kan. So aku keluarlah dekat tangga Common Bukit Nanas tu. Buat apa nak lalu dekat tempat orang-orang yang bersosial dekat AIA tu.
Okay lah. AIA ANW tu sukar sikit lah setahun sekali. Kadang-kadang 2 kali lah. Lepas Chinese New Year mungkin boleh pergi. Lepas kita dah pau kat tauke punya rumah punya ampau kan, baru ada duit sikit nak makan corny dog dulu. Dulu kita panggil corny dog. Sekarang I got to know baru-baru ni je. Sekarang dia punya nama dah bukan corny dog lagi.
Really?
Because dog.
So now what? Corny what?
Yeah, itulah I've been asking. Sekarang ni just corny je ke?
Corny je kot. Lama. Itu pun jadi isu
Okay, cikgu. Kena tanya soalan ni. But orang cakap the standard of English sekarang lebih teruk lah kononnya daripada zaman kita dulu. You agree ke?
Entah, tengok budak-budak punya English okey je.
You kawan dengan budak-budak bourgeoisie punya anak. The Malay bourgeoisie. Ningrat. I think the word in Malay or in Indonesia is ningrat. Ningrat is
what's ningrat?
Bourgeoisie. Bourgeois.
Bourgeoisie. Entahlah. I don't really know what the situation is. Sebab saya rasa access to education dah semakin mudah. So you nak belajar apa pun you boleh cari je dekat internet tu. So kalau English language is your interest, I tengok budak-budak kecil sekarang dia orang belajar banyak daripada kartun-kartun dan games. Oh my god, games. You learn English through games.
Betul.
Wow.
Betul.
So it's amazing.
Yeah, betul.
Yeah. So if you don't have any interest, I suppose itu sebabnya you tak pernah nak mempertingkatkan your proficiency. So pada yang berminat, I rasa mereka akan cari benda tu.
Yeah. I nak try to mencongkil sikit fikiran Adibah Noor ya.
Congkil apa tu?
Apabila ada isu sains dan matematik dalam English kan, sebagai bekas cikgu, apa pendapat you mengenai pembelajaran bahasa English, sains dan matematik dalam English?
Kalau tak silap this is after my time. Kalau tak silap saya, pelajar diberikan pilihan untuk mempelajari sains dan matematik sama ada dalam BM or English. So kalau you force full English, I think we're not there yet. I don't think we're capable of that yet, unless you're in an urban school. Even urban school pun urban yang berapa kerat je, kan? Mungkin ada satu vision di belakang prinsip tu, sebab saya rasa ada pihak-pihak tertentu yang menginginkan lebih banyak pelajar Melayu mahir dalam bidang sains dan matematik, and indirectly English, kan? So there is a thought behind that, I suppose, but to enforce it fully, I rasa no lah. No, give the children a choice. Already they are so burdened with a lot of things, so you nak enforce benda tu fully in English, saya rasa not possible lah. Maybe certain schools yang, you know how the government has cluster sekolah ni, sekolah macam ni kan, so itu adalah projek yang spesifik kepada sesetengah sekolah je kot. I'm sorry, that's not my boyfriend. Bunyi motor, sorry. So kalau you nak enforce fully, and maybe you could create a cluster lah yang you concentrate on certain schools saja, sudahlah. Janganlah kalau you nak sekolah menengah sains to try to explore that, by all means. I rasa dekat situ facility dia, it's more conducive, you have a lot of very well trained teachers ke apa ke, I don't know, it's more conducive in such schools. But tiba-tiba you nak enforce something like that in sekolah menengah Taman Sri Keramat ke apa ke, kan, maybe it's not really that applicable.
Sri Keramat okey lagi kan, yang
okey lagi sebab
yang
dia
postcode 98732269 ke,
exactly,
yang 3 jam nak sampai daripada bas stand terdekat tu, susah lah.
Ya, susah. But then again kan, I pernah participate in this workshop organized by a big petrol company dengan sekolah-sekolah di Terengganu. I was surprised to see children yang kita rasa mungkin access to education tu tak berapa bagus,
tapi
speaking English very, very well. And then I even asked one of the students, he was still studying in UITM masa tu, dia jadi MC that program, and I asked, he was speaking with an American accent, and I was like, hey, kat mana macam mana you memperhebatkan you punya proficiency? And it's interest, semuanya motivated by interest. Dia memang minat nak menjadi seorang yang pandai bertutur bicara dalam bahasa Inggeris. So dia sendiri, effort dia sendiri yang dia, it's his own effort lah untuk memperhebatkan diri dia.
Memperbaiki diri dia.
It's the interest, So I was surprised to see some rural students pun cakap elok. Dia cakap, kau belajar kat mana ni dek? Cikgu kau terror sangat ke? Lepas tu dia cakap, no, dia, yelah sekarang dah ada access to internet. So they learn a lot through that. By watching shows, by watching talk shows, and all that. And some of them even learn from subtitles.
Betul.
So bertolak balik kepada minat dan juga motivasi diri lah, I suppose.
Ya. Baru-baru ni, baru tak baru pun, hampir sebulan yang sudah lah, I tengok satu video yang mana Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin memperkatakan pasal English proficiency.
Right.
Isu English dalam bahasa Melayu, sains dan matematik dalam bahasa English ni, yang cancel the program was Tan Sri Muhyiddin. Yeah. Lepas tu,
but wasn't he the one also yang wasn't it on when he was the education minister?
if I'm not mistaken, masa dia education minister, dia yang for like a better word, dia yang stop the program lah.
Right.
Lepas tu years later, which was until a month or so ago, dia berkatakan bahawa sebenarnya it's not about apa kita enforce budak-budak ni untuk bikin, tetapi
Yeah.
budak-budak tu sendiri, number one, dia cakap yang paling utama adalah minat daripada student, budak-budak tu sendiri. Exactly what you said just now. And I totally
Exactly. Kalau
yeah.
you tak minat, memang tak jadi.
Dan you
Yeah.
sebagai
So I
performer,
suppose
sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. You sebagai
You
performer
go
kan,
ahead.
your English proficiency, bila you tengok performers lain yang kurang lah dia punya proficiency dalam English, you nampak sangat tak advantage yang you ada kerana mempunyai English yang better than others.
Dia banyak aspek that you can look at this. If you are comfortable dengan satu bahasa, go ahead. It's okay. Ada ramai artis kita yang dah kaya raya hanya dengan mengetahui satu bahasa. Tetapi just think about it this way. I think about it this way. Bayangkan kalau artis yang sama dia proficient dalam another bahasa. Can you imagine how many doors, how many more doors will open for that artist?
Yeah,
kan?
betul. Yeah, doors. That's the
Contohnya
perfect
macam,
word.
doors. Okay, saya buat banyak events. Kalau saya hanya fasih di dalam bahasa Melayu, bahasa Malaysia, saya dapat event yang macam tu je lah. Kalau orang kata, Adibah, kita nak awak MC International Conference, I dah angkat tangan dah, alamak. Sorry babe, kau kena cari partner kot yang boleh cakap bahasa Inggeris. See, ada satu peluang dah tertutup di situ. Tapi kalau I rasa I'm absolutely fine, then fine lah. Kalau you rasa okay. But imagine if that question was posed to me and I will say what? I'll say sure, why not? Let's do it. I can do it myself. Yang berbahasa Melayu pun saya, yang berbahasa Inggeris pun saya juga. So peluang itu, opportunity itu lebih terbuka luas. Bukan saya nak menidakkan bahasa Malaysia, tidak. Dari segi nyanyian pun sama. Kadang-kadang kita menyanyi, audience kita tak semestinya selalu yang dari Malaysia saja. Kadang-kadang kita ada international conferences, international conventions, dan pihak penganjur nak showcase the best artists in Malaysia. Can you just imagine if you are not able to say any word of English to address the audience? You can be trained. Maybe somebody boleh coach you to say what you want to say. But setakat thank you very much, my next song is lah. Kan senang hafal tu kan. Thank you. My next song is dah tu. Okay, boleh coach. So people will still be impressed. This argument saya pernah kena apabila saya cuba membetulkan pronunciation seorang menteri. Ada orang cakap, kita pergi rumah negeri orang putih, dengan tak kisah pun kita sebut salah ke apa, malah dengan bangga kita tahu another language walaupun salah sebut. And my argument is, yeah, that's true. Memang dia akan bangga bila dia tengok seorang daripada negara di Asia Tenggara, bukan Asia tau, Asia tu besar, Jepun, Korea tu Asia. But Asia Tenggara yang kecil kenit ni, tiba-tiba boleh bertutur dalam bahasa Inggeris. Yes, they will be impressed. But why stop there? Bayangkan betapa tergoleknya Mak Saleh tu lagi, and dia akan tepuk dahi dia. How can this happen? Bila seorang anak watan dari negara di Asia Tenggara boleh bertutur dengan baik, dengan sebutan yang betul, yang lagi terror daripada dia sebut. Lagi dia terbalik, tunggang terbalik. Mana kau belajar kat mana? I can't believe that you only studied in Malaysia. Well, anyway, it depends on you lah where you want to put yourself. Seorang sahabat saya, nama dia Baki Zainal. He can speak Malay, he's fluent in English, tetapi dia sangat-sangat fluent in Mandarin. Saya memang jaki sangat dengan dia. I'm like, bestnya kau boleh cakap Mandarin. Not only dia boleh bertutur dalam bahasa Mandarin dengan begitu baik, malah lebih baik daripada bangsa-bangsa Cina yang ada sekarang ni. He can read and he can write in Mandarin. Isn't that awesome? Dan tengoklah peluang yang dia dapat. Saya selalu ikut dia tengok, ya Allah, macam-macam tempat dia pergi, macam-macam peluang dia dapat sebab dia tahu 3 bahasa ni. So bahasa is actually, sangat.
Apa nama dia tadi? Baki. Nama dia apa?
Baki Zainal.
Baki Zainal. Dia bekerja bukan dengan United Nation ke apa
He should be.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful. Language is something so beautiful. Kalau you nak sambil lewa je and then boleh tahu a few phrases ke okay lah. Macam dulu I ada juga ambil elective subject German lah konon. Masa takat ich liebe dich, wie geht es Ihnen?
Good morning.
Aku tahulah kan. Tapi
Toilet
kalau
bitter.
Apa dia?
I tahu toilet bitter.
Achtung kan. Tapi tiba-tiba pergi Jerman, orang Jerman cakap dah tengah ngahang. Kan? I memang selalu envy orang yang tahu lebih daripada 2 bahasa.
Yeah.
I'm so envious of that. It's so fantastic.
2 soalan yang terakhir lah ya.
Alamak, dah lama dah ke kita ni? Okay.
Okay, yang sukar sikit dululah. Dunia yang bagaimana yang diidamkan oleh Adibah Noor?
What a question. Oh my God.
Okay,
lagi satu?
Lagi satu, apa yang terbaru yang kita boleh jangkakan dari Adibah Noor yang boleh dikongsikan?
Okay, dunia yang bagaimana sekarang ni kan kita malas dah nak fikir masalah orang. Dulu maybe kita terluang dan terbuka untuk nak fikir apa orang fikir, apa orang lain perlukan dan sebagainya. Tapi this is the time when you have to concentrate on yourself lah.
Because of the COVID, the pandemic.
The pandemic satu, dan sebab dah tua kot, dah masuk 5 series ni kan. I minta maaf, I cannot make people's problems my problems anymore. Sebab bila kita melalui pandemik ni, barulah kita tahu betapalah you only have God and yourself to depend on, and those who love you to depend on. So itulah dunia yang sempurna bagi saya, mendekatkan diri dengan Tuhan, percaya kepada diri sendiri, dan juga appreciate those who love me, who are around me. Tak ramai pun, berapa orang je, family members, dengan sahabat-sahabat yang betul-betul memang kita tahu dia ada di sisi kita, jatuh bangun, salah betul, suka duka, derang tu ada dengan saya. So my world is that world right now. Kalau ada kelapangan sedikit, baru saya buka ruang untuk orang-orang lain. Kalau saya rasa, no, untuk aku pun belum cukup lagi, I tutup balik. Yeah. So that is the ideal life for me lah. To be happy dengan apa yang ada, and the people yang memang sentiasa ada di sisi lah. Pandemik ni memang mengajar kita banyak benda. And the second question, what is the newest thing? Yang tu tadilah, buku cerita saya. Buku cerita saya akan berjudul Bintang dan Tompok.
Okay, sekali lagi. Bintang ialah kucing juga dan tompok is obviously kucing, bukan?
Bintang tu adalah seekor haiwan yang lain. Tompok tu kucing.
Oh, tompok tu kucing ke? Wow.
Bintang tu duduk di lautan, tompok duduk kat dalam kampung. Nantikan.
Macam premise to a dark story je ni tak
Kan? Well, the second cerita ataupun kisah yang kedua dah menerawang di dalam fikiran dah menerawang jalan cerita dia, sebab di dalam zaman pandemik ni kita banyak dengar pasal anxiety, depression kan. So saya akan angkat sedikit isu-isu yang pasal body shaming di dalam cerita-cerita saya. untuk ajar anak-anak lah, untuk yang first book ni dah menceritakan tentang salah sangka. Macam you judge a book by its cover kind of thing. Sekali tengok, oh tersasar. Tu sebab tajuk dia salah sangka. So yang second one will be something about body shaming. I want to address that with our children. Kita kena start them from young to let them know that it is not okay to say, dia tergemuk. You know, that kind of thing. So we need to start from the kids to show them it's not right to panggil orang hitam ke apa ke, and then jangan judge just because they don't look right, they don't look perfect, things like that lah. Kita cubalah dia punya.
You ada pengalaman bekerja dengan advertising kan? Tidakkah lebih mudah untuk menjadi seorang yang judgemental? Sebenarnya bukan nak judgemental macam mana. Kita nak letak orang semua, I would like to put people in a box. So senang. So senang. I think apa yang kita sepatut ajar orang is not to judge people, but to be a better judge.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because I think the ability to judge people is what keeps us safe. Kita tengok orang tu macam tu, kita judge dia. Oh, ni jahat ni. Kalau aku toleh mata ke kiri ke kanan, nanti ditikam aku. You know, tapi kalau kita ada kebolehan to be a better judge, I think that would be better.
Yeah, I agree. Dia jangan semalam belajar benda ni daripada cerita For Life kat Netflix. Dah tengok? And there is this thing called rush to judgment.
Rush to judgment. Okay,
yeah,
what is it about?
I just learned it yesterday, which is exactly what you said. We rush to judge people based on what we see. Kita dah macam, dia ni jahat kan? When you should be a better judge of character. So to be a better judge tu, kita jangan terus judge lah. Don't rush to judgment lah kot.
Alright, yeah.
And it is quite important to judge people. I'm sure kita semua ada instincts yang mengatakan bila kita tengok orang, kadang kita tengok, kita dah tahu, dia ni tak boleh percaya lah. Kan? That's important. That's not rushing to judgment. Itu, I rasa lebih kepada we are putting our guard up so that, you know, we are just protecting ourselves. Tapi rush to judgment ni macam, yelah, kau gemuk, mesti kau pemalas. Itu rush to judgment.
Itu bukan rush lagi dah tu.
Mesti kau. Masa, I pernah beratur dekat buffet line. Masa tu, it was one of those Hari Raya punya gathering, whatever. And the person behind me suddenly said, I don't know him from Adam. Suddenly said, Kak, janganlah ambil semua Kak. Tahulah Kak banyak makan. Kau kan, kau siapa ni kan? So mungkin dia nak bergurau, tapi gurau tu macam, I don't even know you. If you're my good friend yang aku tepuk tampar, yang aku pun body shame kau, tu lain cerita kan. We have friends like that yang memang kita akan bertepuk tampar dan kutuk masing-masing. But you're not there yet. I don't even know you. It's that kind of thing. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Sebenarnya kalau tak okey, kita tidak cakap lah pasal ni. You had bell palsy.
Yeah, I did.
When was that? Was it more than a year ago?
That was almost a year ago, towards November 2020 rasanya. I remember.
Almost a year.
30th November 2020. I bangun pagi, I gosok gigi, tiba-tiba masa berkumur tu, air tu terpancut keluar. And I'm like, apa pasal terpancut keluar? And I had a shoot yang memang nak pakai muka I. And then bila I pergi ke tempat shoot, bila makan breakfast, asyik tergigit bibir. Asyik tergigit. So bila I tengok cermin, macam dia macam ada sengit sikit. Luckily, I was aware of this condition sebab my elder brother pernah kena. So I called him up and I texted him. I tanya macam mana you kena muka sengit tu hari tu. So he told me what to do. So after the shoot, memang I terus pergi jumpa doktor. Nak pendekkan cerita, memang it's confirmed Bell's palsy. Dan doktor tu cakap you need about 3 to 6 months to recover, and I panicked. Sebab masa tu job tengah masuk semua nak pakai muka I don't know why people like my face. So semua nak pakai I punya expression, semua nak, you know how I like to do all those faces. And I was like, yikes kan, macam mana ni? So immediately after I was diagnosed, I signed up for physiotherapy every day. Bila hospital punya physio department tutup, I pergi dekat private. I wanted to make sure I get better. So instead of 3 to 6 months, by January I dah recovered. So it took 2 months jugalah sebenarnya. Yeah, it is not caused by the reason why terus kena pergi doktor kalau terjadi benda ni ialah number one, mesti you akan ingat you kena stroke.
Apa yang membezakan dia dengan stroke dan apakah?
Dia tak ada kena mengena dengan your stroke. I punya BP beautiful. It was perfect. So dia sebenarnya adalah sakit saraf. Dia punya saraf betul-betul kat belakang telinga kita, saraf muka ni rupa-rupanya. Dan boleh siapa-siapa pun boleh kena. Dia tiba-tiba kena. Siapa-siapa pun boleh kena. Dia akan tiba-tiba.
Siapa tu as in at any age, you're fit or you're not fit.
Yeah. Whether you're diabetic ke tak ke, ada heart problem ke, no. But yelah, kita akan rasa panik sikit sebab takut kita kena stroke, maklumlah kan dah 5 series. So once that is out of the way, doktor kat emergency tu panggil pakar saraf. So pakar saraf tu yang akan tengok betul-betul and confirm. So jangan takut kalau kena, tapi jangan biarkan dia akan jatuh lagi teruk. Sebab doktor tu cakap, sebelum you baik you akan jadi teruk lagi. Allah.
Ya.
Dia kata cakap teruk macam mana? You punya ni lagi jatuh, mata pun boleh jatuh ni. Yelah, your whole face will jatuh. Mata you tak boleh control air mata nanti. Dia bagi eye patch lah apalah. I didn't go through that sebab saya terus masuk physio every single day. Nasib baik.
Dia punya perubatan dia is mostly physio lah, bukan on drugs apa-apa ke, cocaine ke ataupun
wow. Okay, kalau you tak ada other complications like diabetes ke darah tinggi, then dia akan bagi you ubat which are steroids lah basically and antibiotics. But I am a diabetic, so dia kata kalau dia bagi steroids, your diabetes akan shoot up lagi teruk. So dia bagi a mild ubat antibiotic.
Alamak, ikhlas.
For people like me, that's why I needed to go to physio.
Sorry. You tadi keras.
I did.
Yeah, because
Which
of
part?
you diabetic, lepas tu dia bagi yang ubat. Ubat apa dia bagi tadi tu?
Okay. I repeat Okay. Kalau you tak ada diabetes or other complications, then ada ubat. Dia bagi steroid, antibiotik. Tapi since I was a diabetic, tu yang dia cakap 3 to 6 months tu lagi teruk lah. Kalau you tak ada complication, within 1 to 2 weeks, you dah boleh baik. Bestnya. So when I heard the 3 to 6 months and tak ada ubat, yang mana dia bagi I ubat yang mild saja untuk rawat selama 3 hari. Because of that, I signed up for the physio every single day. So physio tu sangat-sangat membantu. Sebab dia bukan sahaja ada ice treatment, laser treatment and all that. Dia ada electric punya tu yang dia stimulate balik you punya facial muscles. And they will teach you how to massage your own face when you're at home. So kalau you kena tu, jangan tunggu. Sebab after that, a lot of people hantar message tanya pasal benda ni. And apparently some of them dah cakap benda tu dah lama. So kalau lagi lama lagi teruk, jangan biarkan. The moment you kena, you go to the hospital.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
I tak boleh nak imagine sangat. Kalau you kena, you tak buat apa-apa, dia
Dia akan lagi teruk, dia akan jatuh terus.
ah.
Dia akan efek, you punya mata ni semua akan, yelah jatuh.
Tapi di masa yang sama, di masa tu you cakap you tadi banyak job,
Hmm.
you masih lagi ambil job dan melaksanakan tugas-tugasan tu dan menggunakan keadaan you tu sendiri sebagai watak sebagai satu
Ah, ah.
satu
Ada
flat betul
satu,
props ke apa ke?
ya, ada satu job tu selepas yang job I first kena tu, um, there was another job, there was another commercial.
Hmm.
Lepas tu, mula-mula I ingatkan dia tak perasan sebab benda tu baru jadi kan.
Hmm.
But they could already see yang mata I berkelip lain tau. So you punya mata akan kelip, sini tak kelip, sini kelip,
Ui,
sini tak.
sebelah
So dia kan dah perasan muka I dah lain. So
Hmm.
I said, you know what, this is what happened. I terpaksa lah berterus terang. So what they did is, nasib baik I punya character tu pakai selendang. So dekat sini kita cover sikit and dia punya focus is,
Shadow.
focus camera tu more to my healthy side. And
Oh.
then there was another one, a telefilm pun masih saya ingat lagi dan saya telah menggunakan itu sebagai sesuatu yang boleh bagi watak yang lagi bengis lah, nampak dah.
Menimbulkan watak tu punya kepribadiannya.
Nampak
Bijak.
setan sikit lah muka I situ kan. So I made it work for me.
For you.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah lah, nasib baik lah. Kalau teruk sangat memang I will cakap tak adalah, but somehow it worked to my advantage.
Yeah. Cikgu Deep, thank you so much for your time.
Ya, Cikgu Ed.
Saya antara murid yang paling dibenci oleh cikgu-cikgu sekolah dulu. Siapa tak mau belajar chemistry duduk sana?
Kan, kau science stream juga eh?
Yalah.
Sama kita.
Itulah tu. Buta warna tak sepatutnya duduk dalam science stream.
Lah.
Kan? You campur chemical ni warna biru. Mana biru? Hijau. Mana
Oh my
hijau?
God, that's tough, man. And insyaAllah lah, doakanlah lagu yang you tulis lirik untuk I tu tak bila lah I nak release-nya kan. Aduh, I tak tahu macam nak jual lah, Ed. You tell me, I pula interview you. Sekarang ni, macam mana kita nak jual lagu, Ed? I ada lagu, I rasa 2 kan you tulis lirik untuk I yang Aubrey buat. I think that's 2. One with me with Misha Omar, and the other one is me with Arwana Sewahab. Ya, dah lama. I know, it's 2016. So you tell me, Ed, macam mana I nak jual lagu sekarang ni? You know what? Bila orang tanya I, bila nak buat lagu baru, my answer to them is, I don't know how to sell. Sebab sekarang kita, orang dah tak main CD, laptop pun dah tak ada CD player dah. Kaset jauh sekali. Nak harapkan radio main, itu satu isu, another issue for another day. So how do you sell? You sell it through all these platforms.
Spotify.
People usually will find a way to find it for free, or they will just download it from YouTube ke apa bendanya. So, and my answer to them is, saya boleh cari makan sebagai seorang penyanyi as a frontliner, but my composers, my lyricists, my musicians yang main dekat dalam lagu tu, how do they find the money? How do you earn? How do they earn? So I tak sampai hati nak release. So biar kita sama-sama tak boleh cari makan. Kalau nak harapkan radio airplay je, berapa banyak sangat lah MACP tu kita dapat pun, kan? So you tell me, Ed, how do I sell a song?
Tak ada jawapan.
You ada jawapan?
Tak ada. Tak ada jawapan.
There you go.
I tak tahu macam mana.
And I try to educate my followers kadang-kadang. This is what I tell them. Saya punya composer nak cari makan macam mana sebab there's no mechanical royalty anymore. You tak ada benda physical yang you nak jual. Everything is online. And you know how much things like all this Spotify ke apa benda bayar kita. It's like a fraction of 1 cent per play. Itu pun orang akan cari jalan untuk cari yang free. So how do you guys earn? Yes, I can earn by singing the song in an event. Event pun kadang suruh kita nyanyi lagu lain, bukan nyanyi lagu sendiri. Nak nyanyi lagu sendiri susah, no.
Yeah.
And so how do you earn? How do we make money from that? Padahal bukannya free kita buat semua tu.
Yeah. Betul.
Kan?
Yeah.
So my motivation untuk come up with new songs, the album is complete, and I have all 8 songs, all complete. It's just a matter of releasing it, which I don't know how. I don't know how. How do we earn?
I was speechless lah dalam bab ni.
Exactly.
Orang yang belakang tabir macam saya ni, kita kena hasilkan banyak. Kita kena hasilkan banyak. Hanya menerusi the numbers je yang kita ada peluang untuk dapat lebih banyak hit song dan pendapatan.
Yes. But that pendapatan is from airplay, right?
Okay, sekali lagi. For the past many years, pendapatan utama kita adalah daripada public performance royalty lah, which is airplay, live performance and
right
and of such. Tetapi setahun dua ni, dan especially dan disebabkan oleh the pandemic, digital mechanical royalty menerusi digital adalah sama tinggi, malah lebih tinggi daripada public performance royalty.
Okay.
Which is a good thing.
How do you earn digitally? Macam mana dia release lagu tu?
Digital ni ada two sides in the digital. Satu is the public performance royalty of digital. Satu is the mechanical royalty of the digital. In regards to the mechanical royalty, you need to have a very strong, a very good publisher.
Right.
They will do the work for you. Kalau on your own, you don't have the manpower, susah sikit lah.
Oh, okay.
You need to have a good publisher, trustworthy publisher, the kind of publisher that will protect both your economic rights and your moral rights.
Interesting. Nanti kita jumpa lah.
Nanti kita jumpa, kita akan cakap baik. Baik. Tapi untuk hari ni nak bagi tahu, digital royalty semakin meningkat lah.
I see.
Dan lagi banyak lagu yang dihasilkan akan membantu peningkatan pendapatan composers and the musicians.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, there is a way then.
Yeah.
So we'll meet for coffee and you teach me how.
Okay, we'll do. You tinggal area mana?
Pandan Indah.
Pandan Indah. Oh, okey, belah sana. I tinggal
you kat mana?
Kota Damansara.
Alah.
Taklah jauh doket yo.
Bukan jalan kaki.
Terima kasih banyak Thank you so much.
Sama-sama.
Wish you all the best. Semoga kita dapat jumpa cepat mungkin lepas ni.
Okay, insyaAllah. Thanks for having me. Salam kat Suria. Yeah.